this whole Israel, this whole war thing is going. Two things are gonna happen. Cause I'm sitting back and I'm watching very closely what's happening in the world right now. And people can sit here and say, "Oh yeah, so and so," but like I said, I'm gonna always go back to the facts. People here in America, atheists. I'm gonna point out the atheists, unbelievers, because the unbelievers, huh, the unbelievers have no moral code. Well, they have. I'm not gonna say unbelievers don't have no moral code, but it's hard to figure out what they stand for. But I'm gonna say there's, like I said, because the algorithm. This is the algorithm I'm telling y'all about. There's good and there's bad people, regardless of somebody whatever they believe in. You know what I'm saying? There's good and bad. So once you figure out that half, you know what I'm saying, you know the other half. Because like I said, in every community or whatever, there's always gonna be troublemakers in that community, or people that are agitators that, you know what I'm saying, do things to make it look bad or worse than what it is. And then on top of that, you have people that, you know what I'm saying, go out and make information look like it's something worse than what it is, you know what I'm saying, just to get people's reaction. Like I said, people have to be able to break out of the loop, because if people don't break out the loop, the matrix. And like I said, let me break it down for y'all, because nobody's slow. You know what I'm saying? If you've been watching this stuff so far, nobody's slow. But the matrix is, you know what I'm saying, where you scroll, you always do the infinity scroll. You know what I'm saying? And we're not contributing this to society. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a contributing person to society. I have to be. You know what I'm saying? This is how it has to. This is how it is. You know what I'm saying? I have to introduce myself to the world. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not just. Uh, I'm a person. I'm a human being. Yes. But I have to also represent, you know what I'm saying, for many people of many different cultures and many different beliefs. Because, like I said, I stand on the side of mankind having ultimate freedom. You know what I'm saying? And nobody could sit here and nobody will ever be able to tell me differently. Because this is how it is. You know what I'm saying? If we were programmed to do something else, you know what I'm saying, to go against natural things, then I don't know, you know what I'm saying, because God, I don't believe God made us robots. I don't believe that. And everybody is free agents of their own thinking, their own free will, so everybody can choose what they want to do, their activity throughout the day. You see what I'm saying? Um, Everybody's responsible for that. You know what I mean? Can't bypass it. The issue is where, you know, you have the criminal element, because the criminal element has there is I mean, you know, the criminal element is hidden, you know what I'm saying? It's always hidden, it's always underground, you know what I'm saying? It's always secret. Um that's why law enforcement is cat and mouse, because it's always the dark doing something sneaky, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the light appears, and then the evidence, you know what I'm saying? So the light comes to the dark. But it's really important, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, people got to be able to see things from different points of view. You know what I'm saying? People always see America as a piece of shit country, then we're gonna see it as a piece of shit country. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna take it as a country that's worth actually something. You know what I'm saying? And I know there's so much debate about it, but there's nothing to debate about because we're living in it right now. Once we stop talking or having that issue, then we can hop on to what's most important next. And that's what I want to try to get people onto, but is what's most important next. Okay? That's the facts. We can't be sitting here talking about, in my opinion, the petty shit. Shit that doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? The shit that matters is sustaining what we have here in America, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, if we don't, I'm gonna be honest, and if I was president, if I was president, I would be on the side of America, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm born here. So my thinking is, if I want to take care of home first, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to worry about somebody else or somebody. We have things here that we have to worry about. The vision that people have of America, that it could be a place where true abundance and true prosperity and true success, and where America, could prosper and keep building and building and building. We can make that vision, but people have to wake up before it's too late, because this is only just the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much that man has in store for himself, you know what I mean? And I believe it. The ability is there, you know what I mean? It's there, you know what I'm saying? Nobody could tell me differently. It's there, you know what I'm saying? Look at what we already have now. Look at everything, the cars, you know what I'm saying? Cadillac, Rolls Royce, Honda, all these things. And these things were created by people that came after us. Before us, you know what I'm saying? Before we were even the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, they had created the cars and all these things that what we now enjoy today. And it took the help of millions and millions of people, you know what I'm saying, to come together and work together as a team. You know what I mean? What they're trying to do, and when I say what they're trying to do, I'm letting you guys know it's the news stations. Because I want to, like I said, this is like a blood vein where it's like, you know what I'm saying, y'all get the vision of everything that I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, the algorithm is real, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure people get the outlets of the algorithm, everything it needs, so the world can sit there, so the world could could go up and decide, and be like, hey, you know what? This is some real shit. Now we can see behind the scenes, because I don't want the world to be oblivious to the camera, you know what I mean? The camera is what has everybody fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And glitter and gold, watch everything unfold, you know what I'm saying? If shit hits the fan, it's not gonna be pretty, and you know what I'm saying? And the thing about the camera here in the United States is that if anything ever happened on a wide scale, like terrorism, you know what I'm saying? You can't be, I'm telling you, like, you can't be afraid of terror. You can't be afraid of terrorism, terrorists, people who want to commit evil acts, because people who find joy in evil, you know what I'm saying, evil acts like that, you have to put them down, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a civilian concern. I don't want people to think that terrorism is like this scary. It is a scary thing, and it's something that can't happen, you know what I'm saying? In America, you know what I'm saying? Like terrorism and things like that can't happen, you know what I mean? Where niggas go out, niggas, blowing up buildings and shit, you know what I'm saying? Putting cars on fire, just doing all different types of shit, you know what I'm saying? This could happen, you know what I'm saying? And this could happen indiscriminately in neighborhoods, black or white, Hispanic, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what color you are, because they all come in the same form, color and shade of the people. Um, you know, my, you know, people of every color could do different shit. You have more crazy people that are willing to do more crazy shit than other people, you know what I'm saying? And they come in different colors and shades, colors of creates people. You know what I mean? Now, like, once again, a doctrine, for example, like, let's say somebody was living by a doctrine that said that you are allowed to go out and you are allowed to kill people indiscriminately. You know what I'm saying? And, like, let's say that's a separate book from Islam. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, trust me, there will be people out there that would read that book. And this would be an enemy to freedom. What is freedom? Freedom is, like I said, religion, freedom of all these different things that we hold dear in our hearts. For a lot of people that know what I'm talking about. These are things that you wouldn't change for anything. You wouldn't change these values because these values are important to you. They mean everything to you. This is what it made you are. This is what built you to be. Who could take that away from you? Nobody. No man could take that away from you, because the only thing that they could take from you is probably is your life or your wealth or whatever else anybody could try. But it never works, you know what I'm saying? It never works. You know what I'm saying? Because the evidence is always still gonna be there. And people are still gonna keep asking questions. So this is why I say when people commit crimes and stuff, people think, oh yeah, you committed the crime, but police know the information. They got the information. They got the DNA samples, the fingerprints. They got everything needed to do an investigation, to do what it needs to function. Because this is what they're based around. It's a class of people that are dedicated to doing this thing. People have a lot of different opinions about the government. You know what I'm saying? Some people think aliens, whatever, There's a lot of different ideas that float in the air. Okay? But my ideas, that I propose, that I express freely, to the world, is that these are the more basic terms, the more basic form of ideas, broken down to man as we know it, even as of today. My fault. Even as of today, that we know, even as man, Us as mankind, we have a code that we go by, and this is outside of just like the wars and nations and all these other things. Russia has this code, North Korea, China, big countries, small countries all have a code of conduct. How it behaves, how it views things, how it helps people, doesn't help people. We have this here in the United States. This is important because without this voice, you wouldn't be able to make a thought or a decision to think about making that choice, because you would have been led to fear. People are more afraid than they are of being committed or strong. And the thing about it is that it's not hard to do that because it's like a switch, you know what I'm saying? You just speak the good, you speak the opposite. If you feel bad, then you would reverse it. Wow, you know what I'm saying? You reverse it. If you feel bad, then feel happy. There is no how, because the how is just another excuse for you to not do that. Because, you know what I'm saying? This is the loop, you know what I'm saying, that some people get caught in. How? You flip it and reverse it. You already know the answer. You know what I'm saying? If this shit was the times, like if the times right now were wrong, for the most part, people would still be able to do what we do now because Rome was a democracy back then. So you know what I'm saying? It has some rules. Obviously, you know, we wouldn't have iPhone. You know what I'm saying? But people would still be people, you know what I'm saying? People would still exchange, buy, have currency, all these things. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I think it would be really impressive if, because like for example, what if, you know, a country like Rome would have had technology back then? You know what I'm saying? It would have been super powerful. Would have been the most powerful country. You know what I'm saying? But just to give y'all like the vision, because this is important, because this helps people. It's gonna help you to look and be able to see things hopefully differently. You know what I'm saying? And be open to like, be like, hey, you know what? This is for the betterment of everybody. Because this, you know what I'm saying? There has to be a way. You know what I'm saying? There is never a not a way. There always is a way. People just choose to ignore or have no urgency, because it's not until when shit hits the fan, then people want to say, or people want to act like they understand, or they get it all of a sudden. But by that time, it's too late, you know what I'm saying? Because they procrastinated and they waited too long. This is the message that I'm always going to keep repeating over and over and over again, you know what I'm saying? Whether people like it or not. Because if people don't